Hi everybody, welcome to this screen tutorial about using Google Chrome, Google Sheets, Doctopus, and Goobric for music playing assessments. This can also be used for anything that requires students to upload a video to Google Classroom. And everything is laid out in the slides, but I thought I would make it a little more clear for everybody. So, first, in Google Sheets, this is really important. You need to create your rubric. For this example, I've created a very simple 4-point scale playing rubric using tempo, notes, rhythm, technique as the 4 main points. This was just a test assignment to have the students submit something just so that I knew that they would all be able to use the video recorders on their Chromebooks for these submissions. So I created a very simple template scale playing rubric with tempo, and again, the highest being that the student played the scale with a quarter note equals 77 beats per minute using a metronome. I was trying to make sure that they understood how to properly use a metronome. And then obviously the rubric ranges all these points going down. Actually, you can't see it on the end, but to 1 point. So first you've created your rubric, named your rubric, and of course that's automatically saved into your Google Drive and your slide or your Google Sheets. Step 2, in Google Classroom, you will then upload that assignment and attach that rubric and make sure that you note that each student will get a copy. So you need to click that so that each student gets a copy of the rubric, because that is the assignment that the students will see and click on in order to submit their scale. So that's step 2. And then make sure your students have added the native video recorder through the Chrome Web Store. It's very, very simple to use. It's a quick add-on, and it's probably the easiest one. I'm sure there are plenty of others, and some of your students may have the ability and the knowledge to do that, but this is a very simple one that can be utilized. The students will then complete their assignments. I have a how-to guide for students on this as well that I will make available as an attachment if anybody would like it. And they turn that in. So they would go in, and as you can see, I have a student here that submitted a link to the native video recorder so students could find that easily. But students then submit that their assignment, if you will, by clicking on the scale playing rubric. And since I'm not a student, I can't show you what that screen looks like for them, but the scale playing rubric would pop up, and then they would click add and upload their video and then click turn it in. What you as a teacher are going to do now is you're going to open Sheets. Open your Sheets, and you're going to create a new blank sheet. This is really important because it can be confusing. You're going to think you want to click open the rubric you've already created, but instead you need to create a new blank sheet. Then you're going to click on add-ons, and you should have already gone into the Chrome Web Store beforehand and added Doctopus. To that, it will automatically get added to your spreadsheets. So you'll click on Doctopus, and then right over here it'll say launch, and you'll click on launch. Doctopus will launch and open on the right side of your screen, and you will click on that more. This little puce off-white area shows up nearly every single time, and because I'm still not sure that I want it to disappear forever, I click on more, and from more I click on dismiss, and you can probably just say don't show this warning again, but I haven't quite decided that I don't ever want to see it again, just in case. So I dismiss it every time. Then you'll select mode, because once that little off-white screen disappears, this is what is underneath it. I want to use Doctopus 2 blank. Select mode. We are going to ingest like an octopus is going to eat it, ingest a Google Classroom assignment. From there, we ingest the Google Classroom assignment and we select our class. So for this example, I'm selecting band. Then you will select your assignment. So I've selected the band, and now I'm going to select the B-flat concert test scale. You can do this for a variety of assignments. You can do this for essays. You can do this for all kinds of other assignments, but for this purpose, I had yet to see it done with video examples. So I created this specifically for those of us that want to upload videos, which I think is especially helpful for band folks, because then we can see posture, we can see embouchure, there are all kinds of other elements that we can see when a student submits their assignments this way that work better than Google Voice. Plus, the sound quality is a lot better through video than it is through the phone submissions on Google Voice. All right, so now we will ingest the files. So we've selected band and B-flat concert test scale, and that takes a few minutes, and it will ingest the files. So what I want to do is say only ingest the files that are turned in, because then there are some that you won't get any assignments. Now you'll see that this number looks really big, but there's a reason for that, which I'll show you in just a moment. So you'll click ingest assignment, and that takes a few minutes. And then this huge spreadsheet will show up in full. You can choose to go right up here where it says untitled, and I name this later B-flat concert scale assignment. That way you keep it forever, and then you can just continue to update this sheet. You do not have to go through this process every single time. But especially for if you have students that didn't do it the first time. Now, pardon the names here because I didn't change it up, but the important thing is to look over here. And notice that you have 2 items for every student. Don't worry about that. Trust me, that'll come later. You'll see that this little thing is shown up again, this off-white section, and you will once again click dismiss the warning to get rid of that, because it's what's underneath that's important, which is this, attach Goobric. So you will click on that button of attaching Goobric, and this will show up, and it will list all of your recent rubrics that you've created. So you'll click on the scale playing rubric. You can choose to make rubric available to students, allow for them to self-assess. So this is something that I might explore later, and send an email notification to students. And I do like to send the email notification so the kid knows, hey, I'm on top of that. So then you would click attach rubric. And once again, this assignment tools Doctopus item will go up. You will dismiss that because it's what's underneath that you need access to. So once that is ingested and it's attached, you're going to see 2 items for each student. The first is their video file, the assess file and assess spreadsheet. We will not be assessing the spreadsheet. Just ignore that line. We are going to click on assess file because this is their video file. This is just the rubric assignment that's attached. There's a reason why you have to do that. So you will click on the assess file link under the Goobric link. So not assess spreadsheet. And this is the screen that pops up. You can see I have my tenor sax student here. The video that she created and uploaded is right below the rubric, which is automatically here. Now this rubric, you can click on tempo, give her a grade of 4, 3, 2, 1. You can just click on the one that matches, and then you'd go to notes, you'd go to rhythm technique and give the appropriate rubric item. You can then write your comment to your student right here. You can even go up here and record your comments as the student is playing. So they can then get your vocal feedback. So if you said, I have a suggestion for you, you might want to, check your hand placement or check your embouchure or your posture. How there are lots of things that you can see because of the video placement. So those are things that you can do to assess. So the video of each student and the rubric appear. You can click on each rubric item, give them a comment, record the comments, and it's really handy to just be able to hear it and assess the student at the same time. Again, submit a comment and return it to the student so they're getting the feedback. And they can hear. Okay, so now you've gone through that whole process and you've finished assessing your students and you've updated your grades and whatever. Well, another few students decide to submit their assignments later, or you've done a lot of them and there are still more coming in. So instead of having to go through Google Classroom and everything else, you can easily update your spreadsheet without having to worry. All you have to do, I'm going to exit the full screen here. If you go into your Google Sheets, because that's the beauty, is everything is saved automatically. So I go into Sheets, excuse me, and I pull up the spreadsheet that is that rubric and that assessment. And hopefully that will come up right here. So concert B flat scale assessment, and I click that, and it shows up. And oh my gosh, where is everything? Well, it's don't freak out because it's actually there. As soon as this loads, you're going to see at the bottom. It's still loading. Thank you. Right down here on the bottom, it says ingested from CR or ingested from Classroom, the flat concert scale. If you click on that, then you will see all of the information is still right there. I love that it's dated. And you can just scroll to the bottom. If you click on rubric scores, you'll see that it just puts your rubric information right there in a nice, neat way. And you don't have to go flushing through all of the other information that you may not need. Again, you're seeing the files. Now, okay, so you're there, but okay, has any other student turned anything in? In order to find that out, go right up to add-ons and pull down Doctopus and click open. When you click open, this Doctopus assignment tools window will open up right on this right side. And all you have to do is go to look for new submissions. Now I'm going to tell you right now that I don't have any new submissions from any new students, but I'll go through the process anyway for you. So this will look for new submissions automatically, and then it will automatically add these to your spreadsheet. So you can easily then just click on assess file and do the exact same process that you went through for all of your other students. So easy peasy. I'm going to just get rid of this again. It does take a minute or so for it to load. And this is taking more than a minute, but when it does appear, and it usually takes a minute longer because it'll tell you there's no other submissions. But instead of going through 3 other areas, you don't need to go through it all. I'm going to dismiss that. And it will pop up eventually. So anyway, that is the process. Again, I've got this all in a very clear Google Slides presentation as well. It's still going, which I will attach to this so you can find it. But again, go into Google Sheets, find the assignment. You'll click on new submissions. That will automatically pop up. But in any case, I hope you use this. If you do, please let me know in the comment area below. And thank you so much for watching. Let's just still loading. Oh, it says found 0 new submissions for this Google Classroom assignment. But anyway, now you know the process. And thank you for joining me.